to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to show you the mixing all of my foundations together video. I have seen this all over the internet and I thought this was an awesome video to try to do. So in this video, I mixed 25 foundations, which seems like a crazy amount, so that's pretty ridiculous that I have 25 foundations. A lot of them are like tinted moisturizers, more medium coverage, because a lot of the times I've worn foundation, I've never really wanted super full coverage. I have normally really nice skin, so a medium coverage, a tinted moisturizer, those are what I like to wear in like the more like hotter seasons, and then I like a full coverage in the winter because I don't sweat as much then, and it looks really nice. So I do have a lot, so the consistency is going to be a little bit more tinted moisturizer. So I do have a clip of me mixing all my foundations that I will put it in after this. But this video, I'm pretty sure was started by Safia Nygaard. I think that's how you pronounce it. I'll link her video down in the description box down below. That is the first person I saw ever do it. I know there has been tons of people doing it after the fact, but I'm pretty sure she was the one that started this challenge. So without further ado, let's see how my foundations look putting them on, how they look. This is what it looks like with everything on. So, you know, sneak preview, but I am going to do touchbacks throughout the day, letting you know how it looks in certain lightings, how it looks throughout certain hours, and I will do a conclusion at the end letting you know what I think. So, let's get started. Okay, so for starters, I have 25 foundations. 25 foundations that are not all my color, and 25 foundations that I either am in love with or don't really like, but I still have. So, I bought this empty, like, container on Amazon, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill it up with the foundation and kind of go from there. So first I'm going to start with the ones that are squeezing, and then I do have some other ones that are going to be a little bit more difficult, but we'll work with those as they go. So first I'm going to take my Milk Blur Stick and I'm just going to put this all over my face. This is super nice and it helps fill in all of my pores and everything, and I do have a lot of like acne problems right now, or pimples on my face that I want to try to like smooth over. So we're really going to focus that on the problem areas, mostly in the T-zone of my face. And I'm just going to draw it on, and then I'm going to take my fingers and actually like melt the product. A little concoction here, and I'm just going to do 3 pumps on the back of my hand just because it does have more of a tinted moisturizer texture to it. So I'm just going to kind of put this all over the place. I did have a lot of tinted moisturizers in my mixture, so I think that's probably why. If you've ever used the It Cosmetics CC cream, it does have a very similar texture to that. So that kind of gives you a basis of where to go from there. So, I am going to blend it out with my Crown and BoxyCharm brush. This is my new favorite foundation brush right now. It came in my BoxyCharm, I think it was a couple months ago. So, I'm just going to start blending this out. So, right now the color isn't a total match. If you know me or have been watching me for a while, I do get really tan in the summer, but I also am very pale in the winter. So, I have a wide range of foundation colors. So, I'm just going to kind of blend this in all over my skin. Well, it definitely is more of a light to medium to coverage with all of those tinted moisturizers in there, because as you can see, it's not really covering much of my acne issues or my pimples at the moment. So I'm just going to take a little bit more and I'm going to put it on my forehead because there was like nothing on there. And I'm going to tap it on top of like the areas I have problems, so like my cheeks, my chin, and we're just going to more like along the lines tap it in, just to see how it works together like that. Okay, that added a little bit more coverage to the skin, which I'm a fan of. So I'm just going to do little tapping motions with the brush and see what that looks like. I mean, I like how my skin looks right now. I'm not one for super full coverage on an everyday look, so actually this is something I would probably wear on an everyday basis because it's a super nice like medium to light coverage, and I think my skin looks super healthy and dewy. That's also why I have so many tinted moisturizers, because in the summer I don't really like to wear full face of makeup. I sweat a lot. I don't like how full face of makeup feels in the summer, so I'm actually not mad at how this looks. So what am I going to do is I'm going to go off camera. I'm going to do my concealer, which is the Tarte Shape Tape. I'm going to put on my normal face powder, so I'm going to bake with Laura Mercier under my eyes. I'm going to set the rest of my face with the Wet n Wild Photo Focus in the shade Warm Light. I'm going to add some bronzer to my face, as well as some highlight from Over Cosmetics. This is Everglow, and Satin Love Blush from Essence. And then I will be right back. Overall, I really like how this foundation looks. It's something super natural, which I like. It's not something super full coverage. You can still see, I don't know if you can see on camera, but in person, you can still see the redness from my 3 giant mountains on my chin. But other than that, everything sat really nicely on top of it. I actually really like how my skin looks right now. It is, yeah, I mean, you can definitely see that there's not as much coverage all over, but I think it looks good. So it is 11:37 currently, as you can see. So I have work today from 1:30 until 9:15. So I'll be at work, and then I have errands to do after work, and I have stuff to do before work. So I'm going to try to do a few touchbacks throughout the day, letting you know how it's wearing, how it's looking. And at the end, I will come back and tell you my thoughts, what I think, whether I thought this was like an actual good thing, which it seems like from all the videos I've seen that these have actually turned out pretty good. So let's go on with my day then. So it is 7:19 at work right now, and currently my makeup does not look too hot. It is broken up completely on my chin, around my mouth, my nose, my forehead. It's just kind of broken up all over the place. I'm not really happy with how it's looking. I would take it off by now, but I'm gonna keep working. I have a few more hours at work, and then I go home and I'll film the ending clip. But so far I'm not really liking it. It looks good on my cheeks, but this whole part here does not look good. Okay guys, so it is the end of the night. It is actually 9:40 at night. I just got home from work. I want to go to bed. I'm tired. Most importantly, I want to take this makeup off. So for starters, I look really dewy. I don't look this dewy in person. Like, I understand like my highlight and stuff, but I look really dewy. I didn't touch up throughout the day. I didn't blot. I didn't add powder. I didn't do a single thing. I just let my face do its own thing, test out how the foundations looked and everything, and I look dewy. Also, another thing that I'm really not a fan of is it is breaking up all over my mouth. Let me zoom you guys in real quick. I don't know if you guys can see this or not, but this whole part of my mouth is completely broken up. You can see all of my pimples. There's nothing on my upper lip. It's really cracked and settling into my lines in my forehead. Overall, I don't think I like it. I don't know if I'm going to wear it again. I do have the bottle in case I decide this is one that I want to wear. I'm going to try it again, I think. Maybe in the cold it would work. It is February, but today it was 80 degrees today, and it was hot in my store. I did a lot of work. I did a lot of people's makeup and stuff. So maybe it'll wear better in the winter. I know it's winter, that makes no sense. Maybe it'll wear better on a cold day. So I don't know, I'm going to keep it, see, maybe I'll wear it 1 or 2 times because that might be only all the uses I have left in it. But overall, I don't think it was a complete fail. It's not my favorite, but for being on since that early this morning, it's not bad. I'm not mad at it. I don't hate it, but I have better ones that I like more. But without further ado, guys, that is the end of my video. If you enjoyed, don't forget to give the video a big thumbs up. Also subscribe. I post videos every Wednesday, and I hope you guys have an awesome day. Bye!